Alrighty, AK here at Central Texas Powersports, 2015 FZ07. Do this. It's 102 degrees. Yeah. 102 degrees air temperature, guys. Got 3,296 miles on it. Miles per gallon, average miles per gallon, bike temperature, air temperature, odometer, trip meter. Has the stock exhaust on it. It's brand new. It's a 2015. High beam, low beam. You got your, I'm assuming that's a flash to pass up there. Have your turn signals. You have a hazard light switch over there. Let's do this. Alrighty guys, so this has an upper 600cc engine, putting out about 70, mid 70s, somewhere around there, horsepower, but it has 50 something foot-pounds of torque. This bike is supposed to have incredible mid-range. Wow, that thing shifts. That thing shifts into gear like nothing else. You go into eco mode. Basically it means whenever you're cruising, the eco mode comes on, but if you like get on the throttle, the eco mode goes away. It's just it's a little encouragement display to keep it going in eco mode. But yeah, so we got the fuel gauge over here, gear indicator right in the middle. It has a 6-speed gearbox. This bike is supposed to have incredible mid-range torque, which I believe it. I mean, you can feel it. That bike has some incredible torque. It has a cross-plane engine, so it's set up at the same angle as the R1 engine, the cross-plane. Oh, that downshifting. That engine braking is good. That engine braking is no joke for a sport bike. Holy cow. That is no joke. I did not expect that kind of engine braking from a sport bike. So yeah, this is a brand new bike, 2015. I mean, not brand new as in, you know, it has no miles on it, but it's a brand new year model. Wow. Just getting on the throttle right there in second gear, that tire lifted up on me. Yeah, I mean, this bike, oh, the engine braking is so strong. I love it. It's very good. It reminds me of a Supermoto engine braking. Not quite as hard as the Supermoto engine braking, but it's pretty close. I mean, that's some hardcore engine braking right there for a sport bike. But neutral is incredibly easy to find on this machine. And the seating position is very comfortable. It's upright, but it has a low seat height, so even short people will be able to flat foot this no problem, I believe. You know, I mean, I'm 6'2", I mean, I'm flat footing with my knees bent quite a bit, so if you're short, this might be a really good bike for you. Very smooth, like the way the power is delivered isn't really choppy. And the way it shifts into gears, like, you don't even have to really get on it to shift into gear. It kind of just puts itself in gear. So that's really nice. It's really, really smooth shift, but it's firm shifting. It's very smooth, but when it goes into gear, it goes into gear. You won't ever have like a half shift with this bike where you like shift into second and it like hops back down into neutral or something like that. I can't ever see that happening on this bike. Get on this a little bit. See what kind of torque it has in second gear, mid RPM range. If we just crack the throttle open. Wow. Oh, wow. That is so much more torque than I'm expecting. It has to be that V-twin engine, but That has some good torque, man. Still got some power in 6th gear at those RPMs. Very nice. I like everything on the display is very big. Like the numbers and the, you know, the mileage, the time, the gas gauge, the gear indicator, the speed, everything is very big, so it's very easy to read. Very easy to just glance down and see what you need to see. It's very, very well laid out. I'm not getting a bunch of wind, so that windscreen right there is doing its job. It seems short, but it's doing its job. It's keeping all the wind away from me. And I'm a tall guy, so that's a good thing. If you're shorter, you probably even get less wind than that. But yeah, I mean, this bike's having no problem going 6th gear at 75. You can do highways no problem at all with this thing, no problem. It's comfortable. The seat's comfortable. This is the stock seat. The seat's comfortable. It's a low seat height, so it's low to the ground. The bike's, you know, it feels pretty nimble going back and forth. Kind of feels like you can just lean it into a turn and it'll just go where you point the nose. You point it that way, it's going that way. You point it this way, it's going this way. I mean, it's just kind of simple how it is. This bike right here, I'll tell you what, this bike right here reminds me a lot of what my expectation was for the Ducati Hypermotard. This is what I expected that bike to feel like. And I was scared on the Ducati. The Ducati was very, very twitchy and race bike feeling. Like it felt like it was on off and it was going to kill you if you twitched the throttle wrong. This bike is how I imagined the Hypermotard would feel, and I love this bike. Very smooth power delivery. It has incredible mid-range torque. I mean, the torque on the mid-range of this is incredible, and there's no need for this bike to like have to spool up first before you know, get any of the power out of it. This bike just has power wherever you are. I mean, it just has power, and it loves to lean into the turns, man. This bike is cool. I'll get a little bit on the acceleration here in a second. I haven't even really had a good chance to like look over this bike, like a walk around yet. I haven't even looked at it really. I've just kind of ridden it. Alright, let's do this. Oh, there's the front wheel. There's the front wheel going into second. Wow. 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 That front wheel just lofts in the air. It just comes up. I mean, I was just trying to shift it like a normal bike, and the front wheel just lofted in the air, and it was so smooth. It didn't even like jerk up, and it didn't like slowly rise up. It was just like, okay, the front wheel's gonna go up. All right, let's just bring it up. You know, it felt like there was a big sail on the front of my bike, and the wind just grabbed it and just kind of lifted the front wheel up. That's how smooth it felt when it just came up. I wasn't expecting that to come up, but when it did, I wasn't even like shocked, because it came up so slowly and smoothly that it didn't just snap up, and I was able to realize, oh, okay, here comes the front wheel, and I was able to just adjust to it, and holy cow, that is insane. Okay, I'm going to tell you right now that if you have an expectation for what a Hypermotard feels like from Ducati, and you think it's just going to be like, you know, the best of both worlds between Supermoto and Sport Bike, right? But you think it's just going to be like a Supermoto with a ton more power, that's not what a Hypermotard feels like. That is what this feels like. And this feels very, very good compared to the Hypermotard. I like this so much better. This is so much smoother, and this does not scare the crap out of you to ride. This is a phenomenal machine. Oh, the torque. This is crazy. I bet this thing sounds sweet with an exhaust on it too. Just by the way, like, if you close the clutch or you open the whatever, you engage the clutch and you rev it, like I guarantee you this bike sounds sick with an exhaust on it, because it has that same kind of cross plane crank sound that the new cross plane R1 has. Well, new, not anymore, but like the 2009 to 2014 R1, it has that same kind of cross plane sound because it's a cross plane engine. It's just not as loud as the R1 is, because the R1 is a 1000cc bike. You know, this is a V-twin, that's an inline 4. You know, V-twins have more grunt, inline 4s have more scream. But this bike would sound sick with an exhaust on it. If you have not ridden one of these bikes, one of these FZ07s, come to Central Texas Powersports and ride this one. Ride this 2015 used one that we have. I think they just got it in the other day, and I had to ask the guy. It's so new, I had to ask the guy what the price was, because they hadn't even, you know, had it on the dealer sheet yet. And but this bike feels phenomenal, and it's so well balanced. I just stopped and I'm going at like 2-3 miles an hour. I never put my feet down just then. Like, it's so well balanced. If you need a bike to go hit the canyons and the twisty roads, if you need a bike for that, look no further than this. This thing is a monster in the turns. And I'll say it again, this is what I expected, and this is what the Hyper Motard should feel like. This is what it should feel like. You know, maybe the Hyper should have more power than this, but this is what it should feel like. Alright, so let's take a walk around here. So it has the stock exhaust on it, as you can see. Brand new tires, I mean, essentially brand new tires. These tires have amazing tread left on them. But so first few things I notice. One, this is one of the cleanest, you know, mid-engine areas of a naked bike that I've seen. Everything is like very streamlined. If you look down the side, everything is very streamlined on both sides, and it's thin. It's not wide. It's not big and bulky. It's not up tall. You know, it's very nice. It has this nice looking, oh, I like that. It has this nice looking front, I don't know if you want to call it a fender, front tire hugger, whatever you want to call it. Nice, like, little kind of decorative accents here. They have decorative patterns on them, like little, I wouldn't want to say carbon fiber, because they're not carbon fibered pattern, but they kind of look like it. Hey, Mr. Dragonfly. But I really also like this blue accent, like, framing right here. On both sides, and then on the subframe going back. It's like this nice, like, you see the blue of the wheels, which are also, I just noticed the wheels too. Holy cow, those are nice. I like those blue wheels, those are awesome. But that's the same blue that the frame is in this bike. It's the same exact blue. You know, it has a fender eliminator, a Yoshi fender eliminator on it. Still has the big turn signals on the side. But, you know, the turn signals and, you know, fender eliminators and stuff, like if you want to get a different one or you wanted to put flush mounts on them, that's like 30-40 bucks, you know, so it's no big deal at all. But, man, this bike looks good. Holy cow. I like how the engine, I think the only thing that I would change, I was going to say I like how the engine's like a darker gunmetal gray black color. And then I noticed, like, the only thing that I would change is I would get this part right here and this, you know, all the silver stuff right here. I think I would get like maybe powder coated black, or I would spray paint it black, plastic dip it black, whatever, just like these rear foot peg brackets. That's what these colors should be. And then, you know, take off that exhaust and put like a Two Brothers Black series on there, get it black, and this thing would be so sick. It'd be like Knight Rider. All right, let's give you guys some revs here so we can get out of here. It's hot. It's 100 degrees outside today, so let's try this here. So you see a little startup display there. Let's start this. Does it start without the clutch in? It does. Alrighty. So that's what it sounds like running. It has that nice cross-plane growl to it at the end, at the lower end. Yeah, you put like a Two Bros or like a Toast pipe on here, or, you know, some kind of little race fit shorty pipe. Oh, this thing is going to sound amazing. All right, so let's go all the way up to red line here. They're selling this bike brand new. These bikes go for, I think, $7,000 or so, somewhere around there. They're selling this one. It's a 2015, so it's a brand new year model. You know, it has 3,000 miles on it. They're selling this one for $61.99. So you get almost you get basically $1,000 off just because it has 3,000 miles on it. But the way this thing's riding, you're basically, what the heck is that body kit on that Infinity? What the heck? Trying to make it look like an LFA. But you're paying $1,000 less to basically just avoid the break-in period, because this bike it runs flawlessly and it has amazing power and it feels just so great, and there's not one physical thing, like aesthetically or, you know, looks wise, wrong with this motorcycle. There's not a scratch on it, there's not, you know, a dent in the tank, there's, you know, there is nothing wrong with this bike. If you come in and look at this thing and ride this thing, you're gonna have a very hard time leaving the dealership that same day without this thing in the bed of your truck, or without, you know, trading in that Ninja 300 or Ninja 250 or whatever, because this bike will take your heart and say, please pick me. Getting 64 miles per gallon, 65 miles per gallon in 6th gear on the highway. Anyway, guys, I'm heading back over here to Central Texas Powersports, and thank them again for letting me ride this FZ07 for you guys. 2015, brand new year model. And you guys need to check this out. Throw it into this last corner here. Oh, it just grips and just stays, and so smooth, and oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, it feels great.